Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us today with our last Lunch and Learn for 2022. We are going to be talking about the state of MCB, and I've got several of the board members here with us, and we are recording this so you can go back and listen, or if you weren't able to originally join us, you can catch it later. I do want to thank everybody for a great year. All of the communities that are a part of MCB, all of the board members who are working hard to make sure that this organization is able to serve the communities with the needs that you are expecting from our organization that we've always been able to do. We hope to continue to do those forward as well. So really quickly, and I did not put this in order in my PowerPoint, but so just kind of bear with me. Let me get here where I can share my screen with you guys. And you'll have to let me know that if you can actually see it. So, right. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as I said, this is our state of MCB for the December 22 Lunch and Learn. Thank you all for joining us, and we are glad you are a part of MCB. I got a little ahead of myself there on on the slideshow, but so our board members, some of them couldn't join us today. They are out on their Christmas break early. So we have Sarah Hulting Massengale from Salem, Elaine Campbell from Houston, and she is our past MCB president. And then myself, Tanya from Buffalo. I am the current MCB president. We have Stephanie Pryor from Versailles, Missouri, Tyne Morgan from Orick, Missouri, Jeff Corman from Jefferson City, Missouri, Jennifer Whitson from Steelville, Paula Holtman McCrae from Maysville, Missouri, Diana Huckstep from Louisiana, Missouri, and she is our current vice president. We also have Elizabeth Anderson from Lynn, Missouri. And the one board member who's not pictured, I don't have a picture of her yet, is Brenna Bontrager, and she is originally from Cameron, Missouri, and she is attending college in Independence right now. And then, of course, our treasurer, Ron Hopkins from Mexico. He is no longer a board member at this time. He stepped down, but he graciously agreed to stick with us as treasurer, so we are very thankful for that. So I'm going to move forward a little bit with some of our goals and wins from 2022. We were able to have a spring conference this year, so we were so excited to be able to do that in Lynn, Missouri at Lynn State Tech. So we are thankful that they allowed us to use their facility and be able to have a conference in person that we had not been able to do since 2019 with the pandemic. We also had some fundraising wins. Our online auction went very well. And then we also had the Day of Giving that we got about $1,100 in donations. And I'm going to toss in a little bit here. We have the opportunity for matching dollar for dollar up to $3,000. So if anybody's interested in still giving to that fund, you can still do that. And we have, like I said, a matching dollar for dollar up to $3,000 at this time. And of course, end of the year giving is always a good time to do that. We have our communication with our members. We have been doing a monthly newsletter. We have the Facebook page, which we've been trying to stay active on. We did start a YouTube channel where we can put all of our Lunch and Learn videos on. And then, of course, our monthly Lunch and Learns. And we are excited to be able to have done that this year. I believe we did 10 this year. So that's an accomplishment. I think everything had changed in the last couple of years due to various things, pandemic and staff changes with our organization. So it's exciting to be able to have done this and communicate with you some different things and share information with you every month. So we were excited to be able to complete that goal. We were also able to do some community grants this year. We did grants for Lamar, Lynn, Houston, and Versailles. And we will be sharing information on what those grants were for and the progress that they have made on those projects as soon as we get that from each community. But we were excited to be able to do that this year. As I said, it had been a little bit since we had been able to do some of those things. So that was a huge accomplishment for us, and we were very excited to do that. Another thing that we were able to do is our MCB website updates. We have been working on that, and that is a work in progress. Some of those things will take some time, as it is a little bit, you know, a process to do some of that stuff. It's a lot of reading. We're trying to proofread and make sure that things are accurate with all that information. So that is something we are continuing to work on. But we have been doing some, so I hope you'll notice that there are new information and updates on the website. And our board expansion, as you can tell, we have added more board members. We are a working board at this time. So we were excited to be able to add new board members that are passionate about MCB and the communities in which we serve. So that is exciting as well. And along with that, we had a goal to get a board assistant. We are working with the SEER program. We do have Cece, who is our first one. So she has been working. You might have gotten some calls from her, trying to get our information updated and make sure we have the correct contact information for all of our communities. So she's been working here in the last couple of months, and we are excited to have her join us. So she hopefully is going to be sticking around with us for the next couple of years. Fingers crossed that she wants to hang out with us. She seems to be very passionate about MCB, and so we are excited to be working with her on that. I'm going to pause here and just see if there's any questions on what I've covered so far. Is there anybody have any questions on anything so far, or any additions from any of the board members? Okay, if not, then I am going to move forward here. This is going really fast and I apologize, but so our goals for 2023, with Elizabeth's help, the board sat down. I say we sat down, we had a Zoom so I presume everybody was sitting down when we did that, and had a brainstorming session on the things that we wanted to accomplish for 2023 for our organization and for our communities. So one of those goals was, again, some board expansion. We want to increase representation across the state and make sure that all portions of our state have representation. Our state is very diverse, from the Boot Hill up to the northwest corner, and across the rest of the state. You know, everything is a little bit different in every region. So we want to make sure that there is representation as much as possible, and that we are able to serve the various needs of our communities. So we are still going to continue to work on that board expansion. We are planning the 2023 fall conference, and I'm excited to be able to give you that date today. The conference will be on October 23rd, 2023. We are going to be having that at University of Missouri's Bradford Farm at their Pullman Education Center. So that's a central location in the state. So we're excited to have that be up there in Columbia. We are working on that. Diana is working very hard, and she's very excited to be able to put this together. So we will be having some conference committee meetings starting in January. Our theme is Better Together. We are taking that from our Better Together Fund. We like that theme in that we are all better as a whole group than we are as individual communities trying to work separately. So that is our theme for this year, and October 23rd. So mark that on your calendars, and as we have more information, we will be sharing that with you all. So we did have some good wins on our fundraising. So in the coming year, we are going to continue those. As I mentioned, our endowment and our Better Together Fund. Paula has worked very hard to get that put together. And we are working with the Northwest Missouri Community Foundation to host that for us. And that is where I mentioned earlier the dollar for dollar match that you can do up to $3,000 to build up our funds. So if that's something you want to do, we do have that information to share here. I'll share it later on with you. But that will be an ongoing thing for us. And Paula can probably tell you a little bit more about the endowment and the silent auction as she works on both of those. But we will be planning to do the silent auction again. I believe Paula will work on that for our conference, and that's when we have traditionally done that. Paula, do you want to talk a little bit about the endowment and the silent auction briefly, if you're able to?
Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I think basically we're at the point of growing our Better Together Fund with the hopes of planning for the future for MCB. So it's an opportunity for us to not only contribute to what's happening right now with MCB, but also investing and securing what we do with MCB for the future. So it's certainly a great opportunity, and that every dollar that's donated can be matched up to $3,000. So I think Tanya did a great job with that. But just one other added piece that Tanya didn't mention, which I will mention in case it's of interest to folks on the Zoom with us today. But our donations also are eligible for a 50% deductibility rate. So that's something new for us. In the past with MCB, that's been 30%. So the way we've established the fund, it's there's a little bit of an added deductibility there. So for those who are interested, that's something you can check with me or your accountant on. But we're excited to be moving forward and securing the future for MCB, as well as supporting the important work we do today. So thanks for what you shared, Tanya. And if there are any questions, we can visit more about that later too.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Paula, for that update. Yes, I did forget about the tax. That's not my forte. So I try not to talk too much about stuff that I don't know a whole lot about, so I don't give out the incorrect information. But yes, definitely the Northwest Missouri Community Foundation can help you if you have tax questions, or Paula can help refer you to somebody with the organization that can help you as well. One of the other things that we are working on fundraising wise is our MCB partners, which you've seen on our website. We have several partners that we've had in the past. We are working to connect with them again and establish new partnerships across the state with private and public entities to help us build our funds that we can be able to do the things that we would like to do to serve our communities, and also to be able to do those grants. So that is something that we will be working hard on, and Paula is working with a previous board member, John Gulick. He has graciously donated his time to help work on that, and so we are so thankful for him to be willing to step up and do that for us. Next, we'll move on to our organization growth. We are working on our membership services. Some of the items that that we have done in the past have been our map tool. We have that available for all of our communities. And also we do the community grants. We are working to make sure that what we are providing to you is valuable. So we are trying to ensure that we are meeting the needs of our communities. We are also looking at new opportunities for services that we might be able to provide. All of that is on our website. And as I mentioned, we are working to make that better. So be patient with us, because it is a work in progress. But if you do come across something that if a link is not correct or whatever, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know that you came across something, and then we can work to make sure it is better. Excuse me. We're also working on membership growth to regrow our organization and bring back a lot of our communities that we had had lost during the pandemic. You know, everything stopped. We stopped as well. It was a very difficult pivoting point for all organizations. And so we had to kind of take a step back and just see what we were able to continue to do. So we are building on that, and we are excited to be regrowing the organization and bringing back our communities in the coming year. So we are also excited. We have some board members who have worked with youth and are interested in doing that. So we are going to be working on our youth involvement in services. I'm very excited that Jennifer Whitson is on board with us. You guys know her from Steelville. She worked with the youth there. She has great experience in that. So I'm hoping that she will help to helm that for us. We really do want to reach back out to the youth and bring those back into our fold and be able to help grow our youth for our communities. So those are, that is a major goal for us this coming year. I believe Brenna has also expressed interest in doing that as well. So we're excited. Brenna has, she was with the Cameron, Missouri youth. So she has some experience on the youth end side. So we're excited to have both of these board members that have that experience that we can move forward with that. Jennifer, did you have something to say?
I muted. Brenna and I have talked, and we are talking about splitting up the state and trying to reach out to a lot of the state, all of the towns that we can reach, to see if we can spur on a little more youth involvement or help if we can, or even just to get an idea of what the youth are doing in those different communities. So don't be surprised if you get a phone call from one of us.
Well, we are excited that you guys are doing that for us, and I hope that the communities will have those youth organizations that they'll be able to get involved and maybe start some of their own if they don't already have one. So thank you, Jennifer and Brenna, for doing that. We greatly appreciate that. One of the other things that we are working on, we do have one board assistant, and we are working to get another one. We are hoping to have her start in January. She will also be with the SEER program, just like Cece is. So we're excited to be able to have some girls that are willing to, or ladies, I should say ladies, they're not girls, ladies to work with us that can help us do the things that we maybe not have the time as a board to do. And hopefully that also be able to give the community somebody to call and that can reach out and answer their questions or find the answer for them quicker than maybe one of the board members could. So we are excited to have that January. Like I said, hopefully that will be the starting time for the new lady. But that is I know Paul and I have worked with that. Trying to get somebody in here as a working board. It is hard because we all have jobs and we are trying to do the best we can. And it's nice to be able to have some ladies that are dedicated to working certain hours during the day to help do the things that we cannot do. So we're excited to have that coming up here. We'll have two of them. So I did want to throw out here some of our contact information. We do want you to stay in touch with us. Our website is www.mocommunitybetterment.com. Also, our email is contact@mocommunitybetterment.com. We do have a YouTube channel, which you can see all of our Lunch and Learn videos. Just search for Missouri Community Betterment. Also Facebook, Missouri Community Betterment. And we do have some plans for a couple other things that communication wise, we're wanting to, I think we're looking to start a private Facebook group for our communities to be able to connect and, reach out to each other and help with that networking as well. So look for that coming in 2023. And then, of course, we'll be continuing our newsletter. If you are not currently signed up for the newsletter, or you have somebody that would like to be signed up, you can go to our website, and at the very top, the header, it has the form. You just click on that to go sign up. It will give you the information that you just fill out, and that will get you signed in. It is a lot easier to do that because there are so many spam restrictions for email service now. So if you sign up, it's better because you're telling the system that you want our emails. So it does work better that way. But if you have any problems, feel free to reach out to us. We can help to get you set up with that. It didn't take as long as I had thought it would, but we do have plenty of time for questions and just discussion. So I am going to exit out of my screen here. And then we can all see each other and we can talk a little bit. If anybody has any questions, we have a few of the board members here, so feel free to ask questions. One of us should be able to answer it for you.
Tanya, if it's okay, I might share a little bit more about the auction, and if there are questions, maybe people could jump in too. But I know
Yeah,
in the past, we've been very fortunate to have so many communities support us with donations for that silent auction. So just something for people to be thinking about. And, you know, we're about 10 months out now, so plenty of time. But it is wonderful when we get together at the conference to see so many things from around the various parts of the state, and you know, maybe to get something from an area that you haven't visited and maybe want to check out. So just something to kind of keep in mind as we move forward.
All right, thank you, Paula. Real quick here, I am going to share the postcard for our Better Together Fund that has this QR code on here. You can kind of see it a little. I don't know if you can see here a little bit better. This is the same fund we did for the Day of Giving, but it's all in our fund that we'll be using for all those donations. And Paula did mention those donations through the fund are eligible for 50% on your tax. So that's exciting too, because you get to get some benefit from that as well. So we will be posting this on our Facebook page, and it'll also be in our newsletter and everything. So if that's something you are led to do, we do appreciate it. Also, I did want to mention that it is on our website, and a lot of people may not be aware. If you are an Amazon shopper, you can do the Amazon Smile, and you can select Missouri Community Betterment to be your donation. So every time you make a purchase, they make a small donation to that fund. Every little bit counts. I know they do quarterly, I believe, updates on what is being donated, but that is something, if you are, you know, have an Amazon account and you shop fairly regularly, it is a great way to give back as well. So that information is on our website, but you can also just do Amazon Smile. Just make sure that you are going through your Amazon Smile when you make the purchases, because then they will qualify for those donations.
One more thing to share, Tanya, and I apologize for traveling today, so joining from the road, but you know, one of the great things about the Better Together Fund is that there's so many ways to support it. And so if you scan the QR code, you know, that Tanya just showed, you can get there, or you can go to our Facebook page, and the QR code is there in the banner on that for that location also. But one of the best things about that Better Together Fund is that you can choose to donate monthly if you'd like. You can choose to donate annually. So it gives you a lot of options in terms of supporting Missouri Community Betterment and our work throughout the state. So just one little piece I thought I'd throw in since we do have the time.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Paula. yes, monthly giving is a great option if that's something you choose to do. And if you feel led to do, we always appreciate all of those donations. They just go to MCB for us to fulfill our mission to support the communities. So all of that money goes to our work that we do to support the organizations. Are there any questions or anything? Okay, if not, I'm going to really quickly, I'm just going to catch you both off guard, but I'm going to toss it a little bit to two of our new board members. We have Jennifer and Stephanie both with us. So I'm just going to give them, since this is being recorded, I give them an opportunity to just kind of introduce themselves and tell a little bit about themselves so that you can get to know them a little bit better. Jennifer, I'll start with you.
Hi. Okay, I'm Jennifer Whitson. I'm born and raised in Steelville, Missouri. Taught here for 32 years. So I have teaching in my blood and my bones and everything else that is me. So I'm also one of those kids that was a 4-H member forever. So, and my aunt was MCB forever. That's how I learned about MCB way back in the day. So anyway, so yeah, I want the kids to be involved, because if we don't have this in our kids' beings, then our communities are going to be lost. We have to get the kids involved. They have to understand that their community is theirs, that they make an impact, that this is the reason that they should be so proud, is because it's something that they did. So anyway, that's me. I do have 2 kids, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I agree, Jennifer. I think, it's important to have that connection for our students, because they go off to college, and we want them to go and have that experience, get that education, but we also want them to come back and pour into their home community if that is where they're led to do. But I think it is important to have that connection, to bring them back and have something for them to come back to and have an investment in the community. So I'm so glad you're here, Jennifer. I'm so glad you can share your wisdom with us. So
Sure.
and I'll toss it over to Stephanie now. Stephanie, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Stephanie Pryor, and I'm from Versailles, Missouri. My background is in public health. I've been with the Morgan County Health Center for almost 11 years now. And I'm excited to be on the board and learn more. I'm currently involved with the Versailles Community Betterment, and I'm on their board as well, over the residential committee. And I've been with them for a couple of years. So I'm excited to learn more and to support this wonderful thing that you guys are doing for all of our small communities. So,
well, we're excited to have you on board, and we appreciate you giving your time to the organization, and hopefully we'll have you around for a while, both of you around for a while. I think we got you locked in for a few years anyway. So. But we are excited to have both of you here joining us. Paula, did you want to say a little bit about yourself? I don't know if you're, yeah.
Sure. Yes, my name is Paula McCray. I'm from Maysville, Missouri. I've been involved with community betterment for the past decade. Originally as a board member in King City, Missouri, but just various years at the conference, and just, I think, have stayed passionate about what we're doing with Missouri Community Betterment, because it is so important for these rural areas. I think activity that we have with other communities just brought so much to the area where I live in my time with Missouri Community Betterment. So I'm excited to be a part of the board, and I'm excited to see the many exciting things that we're doing going forward.
Well, we're excited to have you, Paula, as well. It's always good to have board members that have experience with MCB. And I know we have several. Elaine, Jennifer has a great history. Sarah, Paula have a lot of history with MCB. So we're excited to have them on our board to gain that knowledge and to preserve the history of our organization. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Tanya Watson. I'm from Buffalo. You probably have seen me on these Lunch and Learns every month. I am the executive director for the Buffalo Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm just going to toss in a little kick for our community. We are the only community that's won Community of the Year back to back 2 years in a row. So that was a very exciting thing for us and a boost for our community. We were in the process. I came on board in late 2017. So I started getting into some different things in MCB in 2018. So that was my first year of experience. It was a great opportunity for us to connect with other communities and also to have communities that they came to us and to experience our town. It gave me a perspective of and outside what somebody else sees of my community and what they think of it, because you get stuck in the rut of what you see. When you look out, you see all the things that need to be fixed, not all the good stuff necessarily. But when somebody else comes in and they tell you the good things that they see, it helps to shift your perspective. And so that was a huge thing for me. We also participate in the GROW program with this growth in the Rural Ozarks. We started that in 2018. So that gave us some direction and planning that we had not had before. So between doing the GROW and then MCB, it really kind of kick-started us into I feel like we've been on fire for the last couple of years, just having this growth and tremendous cooperation within our community. So that's been exciting for me to experience that on my first outing with the organization. So I'm excited to be on the board as well. I'm hoping that we all of us on the board can move the organization forward and continue to do the things that MCB has done since 1963, I believe. We are the longest organization to be serving and community betterment. So it's exciting to continue to do that. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm thankful for all the other board members as well. And so Jackie, you're the last one here with us. Do you have anything you want to say or any questions for us?
Well, I do want to say I'm very excited to have Stephanie on the board to represent else. She'll do a tremendous job, and you guys are really lucky to have her. I love being a part of MCB, love being a part of our Versailles community betterment. We enjoy so much progress and we have so much fun together. And I know that's what you guys are doing there too. And I know it's going to benefit all of us. So I'm looking forward to a great year in 2023.
Well, thank you, Jackie. We're looking forward to a great year as well. I will add, because some of you guys may not know, Versailles actually came to visit Buffalo, and we got to have a day of sharing and communication and connecting with their organization, and it was very fun. I hope to be able to go up and visit them in Versailles sometime soon. We'll wait till after the winter weather, but you know, because I'm not about traveling in the snow and the cold, but hopefully during the summertime where we can take advantage of you know, a nice day to go out and walk around in the community. But it was exciting to be able to share with them what we are doing and to learn from them as well. And that's something you know, we would like for other communities to be able to do. If you have a community that's close to you that is an MCB member and you guys want to get together and swap information and share stuff, we highly encourage that, and we hope you'll do that. And if you do it, please share it with us so we can share it with the rest of our communities. I think Versailles is about an hour from Buffalo. Is that right? About an hour?
A little over that, yes, but not very far.
Yeah, so it wasn't too far. You know, but you know, if you have a community that's, you know, however far that you guys connect with and want to share some information and visit each other, we encourage you to do that, and we hope that you'll share those experiences with us, so we can share those with everybody else. And that's kind of what the big thing about Missouri Community Betterment is sharing other community wins and things that they have done that you could easily replicate in your community if that is something you choose to do. It's all about, so in the chamber world, it's all about, they say copy and steal everything. And I think, you know, there is no real original ideas too much anymore. Somebody's done it maybe a little bit differently with a little bit of a different twist. But we're not really in competition with each other per se. I think when we unite together and share information and make each other stronger, it just makes the whole state better, and it makes life better for everybody. And it's fun to visit new places in the state and get to experience another community. So we hope that you'll do that and not feel like, you know, we're not arguing with each other. We're not trying to outdo each other. We want to learn from each other, and we hope that you will learn from each other as well. I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I was just trying to kill a little bit of time. But does anybody else have anything to say before we go? We made it to about 40 minutes, so.
Yeah, I did wonder if I might just take a minute to share. I know Elaine can't be with us today, but she's so wonderful with the awards programs that we do. So I thought it might just be good to let people know that most of that information is up there on our website, and you can look forward to hearing more on that in the new year. I know it was really one of the most amazing experiences I had with Missouri Community Betterment was to get to be a judge for those statewide projects. And a lot of that's changed over the years, so a little bit of a new format, but I think there's just never a bad time to celebrate all the great things going on throughout the state of Missouri. So, so look forward to communication on that in the new year.
Yeah, and so a lot of that information is on the homepage on the website. And as I mentioned, that is a work in progress. We are working on that. So if you don't find something, ask us and keep checking back, because we are working very diligently to go through and make sure that the information is updated and correct, and all new information that we have will be uploaded as well. So if you don't see something, feel free to reach out to us and let us know, so we can make sure that all of the links and everything are correct and have the accurate information for you. I will just throw back in here, just in case you missed it at the beginning, conference for 2023, mark your calendars for October 23rd. That is a Monday, and our theme is Better Together. So we are excited to be planning that. And I personally want to thank Diana for taking the helm on that. Her and Jeff have been working on that. Tyne has done some work with that as well. So I'm very thankful that they are taking that on and doing that. So you'll see more information coming out on that. So be sure to pay attention. And if you have questions, always feel free to contact us. You can contact us through the Facebook page or by email, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Does anybody have any final thoughts before we go? Okay, well, I want to thank Jennifer and Stephanie and Paula for joining me on the board. Elizabeth was here earlier, but she had to get back to work, and I want to thank her for helping the board to kind of organize our thoughts and do some planning to you know, hit those goals that we want to pursue in 2023. Thank you, Jackie, for joining us, and everybody else that joined us today. We appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to you all, and Happy New Year. And we will be back with the Lunch and Learns in January. So stay tuned for information in the newsletter and on our Facebook page. So you all have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Danny.
Good to see everyone. Thank you.